Fortitude, who is playing as No Name, as a red human here, he still believes in Pali Rifle, and he's going to test his strategy. He's going to polish his strategy versus one of the best very orcs. His name is Soin. He's from Korea. He did okay in the Dolphin Cocoon into Butterfly Cup. Like recently, he was like finished top 8. You know, it was a big event that he actually lost to Hawk. And Hawk didn't play Pali Rifle, so let's see if he's able to win versus Fortitude that is actually playing a completely different strategy. That is not going to be Archmage, it's going to be Pali Rifle. Soin, are you ready for that? He's opening with Farseer Headhunter, so a very standard opener. He will take after 2 Headhunters, which is of course super giga standard. And let's see what his opponent going to do. His opponent scouted the Farseer, and now you all know this dance. This is a mana trading game, this is a damage trading game, and ladies and gentlemen, yes, what's now? Fortitude is well known for not taking any damage basically in the early game. Orc players are very scared of like squeezing him hard because he's so good. As you can see, his rifles already spread apart. He is pulling very little of militia because yes, the dream of every human player, every Pali Rifle player is to tech very quickly. You can use militia after you tech, but before you want to be greedy, you want to get your Blood Mage as fast as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApe and I'm an ape, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing on the YouTube channel. Thank you, and sharing the video to maybe some leftover Pali Rifle fans, because there is not that many of us anymore. Or maybe to the orc players. They want to see how Pali Rifle games can be punished by skillful orcs. Mamma mia, the tag is running for both players. This dance is very passive. So I have seen much better openers for orc, but again, that's plan of Soin. Take it slow, accumulate your beautiful headhunters, and wait for impatient human that will start creeping. And yes, he waited for a long time now. Murloc Huntsman, he used his technology to get the ensnare, and Farseer got they split the experience, but item went to the Paladin, Pali Rifle player, Fortitude. But look at this, Paladin's already half HP. Creeping this camp was quite expensive. Of course, this is all calculated. We check mana of both players. When Farseer and Paladin have similar mana, that means the game is still open. Fortitude is making his shop. I do remember when there was a lot of talk in the Pali Rifle University, when Pali Rifle University was still operational, that basically making early shop is a little bit like maybe not great, but Fortitude is showing us that if you are willing to take a lot of trades, then this one region scroll is very good. And now, ladies and gentlemen, now the ball is in the orc corner. Is he going to play Naga second for even more squeezing? If he's going to play TC second for a potential hybrid laming, if he's going to play Taurens, what is the decision going to be? Because we are on the Northern Isles, he wants to be greedy, and man, getting healing wards is actually amazing. Fortitude is slowly creeping, level 2 at the Murlocs, and what Orc can do, Orc can creep very greedy, but going to the middle, maybe he was actually too greedy, ladies and gentlemen. He really wants to get the item, he wants to stop Pali Rifle player from getting the item. Can he finish it? There is item on the Orc, he got the Paladin aura, but the rifles are chasing. Even though the healing ward did a lot of healing, the orc army is a little bit bruised. Soin is trying to squeeze his headhunters very nicely, and yes, he was scared for a moment, but now he's looking okay. The orc player is going tier 3, and he is going to accumulate a lot of Taurens. What is interesting for me, the creep that is going to happen now with just heroes, and headhunters are creeping with the wolf support, but this is hard. One of headhunter died to creep, ladies and gentlemen. Is it Pali Rifle Imba or Mr. Soin's making mistakes? We'll see about that. He wants to be aggressive with Farseer and Naga. Mamma mia. Okay, the camp is going down. It means level 2 on the Farseer probably, and maybe even level 2 on the Naga for double burst. We'll have double burst technology. Okay, single burst. Only Farseer is on level 2. Double Tauren Totem. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen this scenario many times, and what Orc needs to do when Paladin push is about to hit, Orc needs to respond with violence. Why? Not with the fight, with like base trading. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you upgrade your burrows, you will have more time to get your beautiful, army composition for the Taurens, basically. And look at this sneaky orc. I see this for the first time, creeping remotely and looking for burst. He's looking for burst. Can you get a rifleman? Chain lightning, fog lightning, not really. And blood mage is here to steal the mana. He prefers to steal the mana, not even attacking, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, Soin is creeping super hard. There's a beautiful Regent Scroll here. Are we going to steal the Heal Scroll? We'll see about that. Man, those wolves, they help with creeping, but look at the condition of Headhunters. They are not brand new. They are quite low HP, but of course, this is very creative. We have 2 items on the ground. And the question is now, what kind of army composition we are going for? I see that Soin is not upgrading his burrows. It means that when Pala Rifle player will attack him, he will have to defend. He can't base trade when his burrows are not reinforced. Rifles are too good. I mean, too good. They are not that good versus heavy armor burrows, but the heavy armor burrows will die. The last charge of the healing ward is actually super giga efficient. This orc army is finally in a good shape. You know me, guys. If you have been watching some SaulApeMan content, you know me. I would buy Zeppelin now, and I'll fly to the human base, and I would upgrade my burrows, and I would basically try to take this game to the super late game. And what I can see, ladies and gentlemen, is that Fortitude is in his no hurry mode. He already pressed the tier 3 button. He is going for Griffons, those magnificent flying units. He's anticipating mass Taurens, but at some point he will have to trade a little bit. Creeping Paladin level 4 is not that great, and actually he's finding only empty creep spots, and it gives some time for Soin, the blue orc here, to get nice levels. One scouting rifleman is here, and yes, we have a lot of bears. It's probably chain lightning level 2, probably fog lightning level 2 as well. A lot of lightning is here, but Pala Rifle player is willing to trade a little bit. Are we going for Shadow Hunter? Oh yes, Shadow Hunter is in the with us, and now I think that orc player has a stronger game now, because there is Hex. There is a lot of control, and the human player is saving his resources. I mean, he's still waiting for a tier 3 power spike. I think Orc should be ahead here, but you never know with those sneaky Pali Rifle players. Speed scroll used by the Orc, and look at this burst, ladies and gentlemen. Hex was too late. Basically, the flame strike went through. Towers are connecting into the rifles. This is a nightmare, basically. Bloodmage doesn't have too much mana on him. It means that he can't, use another flame strike. Human is bringing militia. Don't overcommit here, Mr. Soin. But let me tell you, as we can see, Fortitude is trying to trade, but the fact that he went for tier 3 and he doesn't have tier 3 power spike yet is a little bit problematic for him. But Pala Rifle is doing the Pala Rifle magic. Pala Rifle is killing a lot of targets. Big supply lead for the Orc. Rifles are dying, but this Fortitude plan, he wants to trade some units. Bloodmage can't be stopped. His mana drain, so siphon mana ability can't be hacked anymore, and Orc is bruised, and Orc is going back to heal. It's 56 supply for Orc versus 41 supply of Pali Rifle, but we can see the first Gryphon Aviary going up. Mamma mia. Mamma mia, ladies and gentlemen. Nice trade. Again, when you are an Orc player, and okay, you are not willing to go for a base trade, okay? At least go for Tiny Great Hall, in my opinion. When you know that human player press the tier 3 button, he won't have this critical amount of rifles to squeeze you to the Orc Lemonade, and you can basically go for Tiny Great Hall. Let's see if it's the case. It's not the case. Oh, he's waiting for it. But in my opinion, maybe a little bit late. As you saw, Orc was perfectly capable of winning the fight. Are we going to hex one of the rifles? Oh yes, this poor rifle may be in trouble, but Bloodmage is full mana, and that scares me a little bit. We have a tiny great hole. Now Orc, of course, needs to fight again. We have a lot of healing on the Orc. He's over 50 supply. This is not great. It gives time for the human to probably produce double Gryphon Aviary, but human lumber is not that great. Militia is even coming. Where is Militia going? He wants to push? Okay, Firelord is here. Why Firelord? Maybe Fortitude is afraid of revive, but there's other training, and you can click on your opponent to know if he's going to revive Taurens or not. Fortitude is afraid of reviving Taurens. Maybe he should be. Okay, Militia is coming, so tier 3 just for Firelord. Let me tell you, I don't know if it's the best case. You often go for bulk, because with bulk you can actually kill you know, the units to stop them. And ladies and gentlemen, the big fight is here. Orc used all of his mana, but Taurens are slowly getting low. The first Tauren evaporated. Remember that Orc is mining much more. But human, again, he's fighting rifles versus Taurens. This game is very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Human is kiting back. That's what a prime Pala Rifle player should do. Orc players are low, and ladies and gentlemen, what is going to happen now? Taurens are still finding some connections, but Firelord is going brr. And ladies and gentlemen, the mana game, of course, belongs to a Pala Rifle player. There's absolutely no mana. We are just right-clicking, ladies and gentlemen, but right-clicking with Taurens and all of this good stuff should be nice. Fortitude is pausing the game. He's well known for having a good in real life. He's a family man. He's streaming with like his children basically around. So yes, the pause is probably a result of that, or maybe he got a phone call from work or from a tournament organizer. Hey, Fortitude, you want to join another show match? It is like, no, I'm busy playing versus sewing. We have the ×3 technology. If the pause is too long, I'll just cut it out in post-production, hopefully. I hope it's not another broken promise, but man, okay, they are back, it's everything. We are not cutting this pause, it wasn't that long. Naga is going to evaporate, and ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Fortitude is doing the Pali Rifle magic. Counter expansion, in my opinion, was late, and we were lacking base rate. 0 base rate. Mr. Sowin was trying to take the fight, and now he'll pay the price. Supply is even, Fortitude is mining less. But Org is scared, and Org is Giga red HP. Org needs to spend a lot of time healing, but in the meantime, Pala Rifle player will spend a lot of time killing the Great Hall. And man, the human base is not walled off. There is only one Arcane Tower, so not going there, not forcing even one base trade, you know, even one like peon, peasant killing trade, in my opinion, is a problem. Sowin is trying to, maybe now he will go for a trade, or maybe now he will creep a little bit more. We'll see about that. He doesn't have enough lumber to go for reinforced defenses, and he's breaking the 50 supply, while Fortitude is feeling completely fine on 50 supply, and he doesn't even need his Gryphons. Mamma mia, grande madonna. What Org wants to do? Org wants to creep very high levels, but Naga is in the altar. That's not looking too great, ladies and gentlemen. This is not looking great for the Org, and we have Soulburn technology now. We can counter the Shadow Hunter hex with our own Soulburn, so nobody will stop this Blood Mage. Well, again, this is a different approach that I would suggest, and you may say, Saul, how dare you give some advice to orcs like Sowin? Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the same universe. Sowin plays the same version of Warcraft 3 that I play, and let me tell you, not laming human even once in positions like that, that's problematic. I really like how Focus sometimes plays versus Pala Rifle. So Focus would go for Tauren Chieftain second. He will creep Tauren Chieftain to level 3. And you don't need to decide between Stomp and Shockwave early, because you creep with the Aura anyway. When you get near level 3 and you see that Pala Rifle player wants to attack you, or he's like in the middle of the map greedy creeping, you go to his base, you Shockwave, Chain Lightning his peasant, and you repeat, and then you Tiny Great Hole, and you basically have this long period of hybrid laming. And hopefully this approach will be more and more popular. Let me tell you, I played hundreds or maybe even thousands games as Pala Rifle player. And yes, if you force human to make a lot of towers, if you like force human to remake a lot of peasants, the game can be much better. But Soin is not giving up. Soin has supply advantage. Soin is creeping his magnificent heroes. Shadowhunter is on level 3, it means a stronger healing. And more mana for potential hexes. Speaking of mana, beautiful Naga Sea Witch is coming with clarity, so it's going to be a lot of juice. And man, Rifle player is preparing for mass Gryphons. He has 1000 gold saved. A little bit lower experience for him. I'm checking the items. I think Orc sold the red item, yes. Here we have Undead Aura, again, decent item. And we are in the StarCraft 2 mode. But the problem is, Mr. Fortitude, super efficient, he's producing 2 Gryphons, he's going even for +1 attack on the Gryphons. And look at this peasant, he got blocked in a very, very funny way. Oh my god, it's me at Monday morning. In real life, he's blocking me from streaming, but sometimes we can break through. And we can stream a little bit. Nice to see you guys. We have long distance mining by Soin. He's trying to squeeze every point of efficiency. There is literally 0 creeps left on the map. For new players, ladies and gentlemen, going for super low. For going for the... some new players, they ask, like, are creeps respawning on the map? They are not respawning, in my opinion. They shouldn't be. It's like, when you creep something, it's done. And, you know, it's usually happening. As you can see, this game has been running for 17 minutes. So, because of that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that it's perfect. I like what Soin is doing. He's going for another tiny Great Hall, and he's like Neo in the Matrix. Come on, Fortitude. I'm going to protect my expansion. Can you break me? Brave Blood Mage is checking out for the army position. This Blood Mage has all of the survivability items, plus 11.5 armor and additional HP on him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a little bit counterintuitive, but yes, this bread and butter of playing Pally Rifle. Your Blood Mage is tanking, Paladin is healing. A little bit similar with Undead, where Death Knight is usually in the back, in the late game, just throwing coils. But Undead doesn't have a tank, right? Undead has some ghouls, and then maybe abominations. You can't tank with your Lich. And ladies and gentlemen, look at those illusions. I don't want to be an Orc. Remember that Orc sees them as a real Gryphons, and he's like, Mamma mia, how this guy can have so many. But Dispel from the Spirit Walkers was enough to stop this madness. Supply lead for Orc. He's trying to get a better position. Fortitude loves to keep his Gryphons on top of the trees. Militia is coming, but Militia uptime is going to expire soon. Both players are working on their position. After all of that, what I said, this game is looking still quite open. Level 3, 4, almost 4, and 3 for Orc, and level 4 for 2.7 for the human is very similar. There is no hex to stop this fire spell, AoE fire spell, and man, a lot of damage is going to drop on the Orc. Can we stop hex? Hex was late, ladies and gentlemen. Another beautiful flame strike went through, but look at this. Orc is responding with some damage as well, and our Taurens a good counter to Gryphons. We'll see about that. There is a lot of damage from both players. Supply lead stays for the Orc, so definitely Fortitude is not breaking Orc just yet. Maybe he will do it eventually, because yes, Pal Rifle is very good at, you know, having a very, very long fight. But man, Taurens are coming back even though Fire Lord is there. Chain Lightning is here, but look at this bruised Orc army, and Pal Rifle player is popping Regen Scroll, and he's like, Gag, come on, I'm ready for you. I'm blocking your Taurens with my peasants. My peasants are more brave than your Taurens, Orc. Hide in your base, Orc. Fortitude is going for you with my brave peasants. Fortitude is in such a boss mode that he's even blocking Taurens with peasants. This guy is probably yelling now, who can stop me? Mamma mia, grande mia. Monday casting is the best. Oh, look at Orc, he has more mana now, and he's going to try to stop human player from breaking the expo. This is the last resort, ladies and gentlemen. The last resort of the Orc player. Can we do it? We have more mana. Can we land some hexes? Chain lightning, fork lightning connects really well. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to keep Blood Mage in check. Fire Lord, okay, look at this. Fire Lord used Soul Burn on beautiful Shadow Hunter. It means, ladies and gentlemen, that Shadow Hunter couldn't stop the Siphon mana. And wait a moment, Orc is still trying. Orc has orbs. Orc is trading very well. Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful game of Warcraft 3. Pala Rifle brings the best games, Fortitude brings the best games as well. And believe it or not, but Paladin has kinda limited mana, and now Blood Mage needs to give mana to him, but there was a big blunder. Blood Mage give all of the mana, and he needs to wait for 25 mana to start another life. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going for the Fire Lord. Can we do it? The Soul Burn on the Shadow Hunter, but he's going in. Another Holy Light went through. Mr. Sowin jumped. He jumped for the Fire Lord and maybe it was a mistake. He should kill the Paladin. Remember that Paladin can't kill himself, and now he's going for it. Look at this. Paladin had the invul. He had invul or something, but after that Paladin will be naked. And let me tell you, Orcs, they really like naked Paladins. Don't ask me why, okay? They like it. And Hex. No, there is no Hex. Hex on the Shadow Hunter. Paladin! Paladin! Target the Paladin orb, almost broke, and there was Staff of Sanctuary on the Blood Mage, ladies and gentlemen. But now this Pala Rifle army is missing a Paladin, which is very, 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 very important. Of course, Shadow Hunter needs to run away. Fire Lord damage is adding up. And ladies and gentlemen, Orc is still mining from 2 bases. Shadow Hunter would love to have some mana. Shadow Hunter is coming back, I don't know why. Maybe it's just Miss Micro. Human shop is here, and this is a problem because human can now afford the healing potions. What a close, what a beautiful game. Another Staff of Sanctuary acquired. Fire Lord is feeling very well here, and man, this Fire Lord and his eviscerate damage is really adding up. Mamma mia, Grande Madonia. Orc is pulling back to heal as well, but if he's going to leave, the human with his peasants is not going to end too well. Paladin's probably almost ready to leave the human hospital, and he's like, guys, I'm coming back. I have mana potions, I have healing potion, under 50 supply. I'm being super, super, super efficient. Blood Mage is joining him, and it's the last window of opportunity for the Orc. Can he kill the Blood Mage? Definitely, human was able to kill the Expo, which is a super problem. He's trying to kill the Fire Lord. Fire Lord has fallen. Good opener for the Orc. But look at this, Paladin and Blood Mage, they're coming back to take some revenge. Shadow Hunter is very low, but with the power of healing wave, it's okay. Farseer got level 5. Remember, there is no dispel, but he decides to go for burst damage. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is getting more and more colors. Paladin has enough mana for the Holy Light. Who doesn't even need Holy Light when you can use Staff of Sanctuary? And man, what a game! What a game! Again, Pala Rifle brings the best games. There was another Staff, but look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We have Orb effect and another Gryphon buys the dust. Naga is on level 5, will probably skill the Fork Lightning, but of course you need mana for that. And speaking about mana, speaking about gold, both players are naked. We need long distance mining. They don't have gold, they don't have any money. And Blood Mage has a lot of mana. Ladies and gentlemen, Blood Mage was surrounded. Paladin, of course, can help a little bit with that. And where, okay, the Staff Man. Man, surrounding Blood Mage didn't end up that well. There is a fresh militia. Probably Fire Lord is in the altar. Yes, sir, he is in the altar. Let me tell you, Orc is doing the giga, super, hyper, long distance mining. We can kill the shop, we can heal a little bit. The game is still open. I'm very glad that I'm casting this game for YouTube, because this game is looking very nice. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the hero specs. So, because there is a lot of high HP units. So what is a high HP unit in the Pala Rifle army? A unit that have more than 600 HP. As we can see, there is no rifles left. We have Gryphons with 975 mana. Blood Mage at level 5 has 750 mana. and Paladin can't heal himself, but Firelord probably still have some HP. It means that Holy Light is a pretty good ability. And because we have double staff of Sanctuary, probably Paladin can be staffed back or saved with Banish, because believe it or not, Blood Mage is refusing to skill Siphon Mana level 3, or because, you know, he can steal all of the mana anyway. He's refusing to skill Flame Strike level 3, because there is not that many enemy units, and he wants to have Banish for potential saves, in like very clutch saves. Ladies and gentlemen, Orc is annoyed. Orc is here working on the Blood Mage, but look at this. Firelord is back, and Firelord has more than 600 HP. I really like it. Orc wants to squeeze, but this is a good idea. There are some Gryphons. They can be squeezed, of course. Any level ups, you know, Shadowhunter level 5, Firelord level 5, Paladin level 6 is not even great, because there'll be no corpses. Farseer level 6 is not great. Naga level 6 is not great. Okay, and only Blood Mage level 6 is decent, because, you know, the Orange Bird is pretty nice. Long distance mining works for the Orc. He's getting a little bit of gold. Okay, those units that are not going to die. Bomb! That wasn't enough damage, and this Hex was absolutely useless. Bad called by Soin. He spent all of his mana to burst a unit that didn't die. We are killing some peasants, which is always cool to get some experience, but it wasn't enough. Remember, the Orc has the Undead Aura, Legion Doom Horn, and because of that, ladies and gentlemen, there is some late game potential. This game is getting even more colors. Hex on the Blood Mage, but man, you can't kill a unit. You can't kill a unit. That's what Professor Lemes said about the Nidelf. When Nidelf gets a Staff of Preservation, you can't kill a Nidelf unit, because they are just will go for it. And we are going for the Paladin. The only unit that Paladin can't heal is himself. Can we do something about this? And look at this. This Banish in the late game shines. Shine like a Banish. Shine like a diamond. Or shine like a Banish. Beautiful. Imagine how not intuitive it is to skill Banish on level 5 Blood Mage when you have level 2 Flame Strike, level 2 Siphon Mana. Ladies and gentlemen, Pala Rifle players are the smarter players, okay? Definitely, right? It's pretty obvious. And imagine not spending all of this burst mana to try to kill Blood Mage, just to spend it to try to kill Paladin. Mamma mia, grande madonna. Okay, Paladin. Trying to right-click Paladin really hard. Orc units are not looking too good. Paladin HP is looking okay. He's banished. All players, they have kinda limited mana. Long distance mining is not an issue. There's long distance peasant mining. Yes, Mr. Fortitude has 2 peasants, both of them on Giga Red HP. Let's check the Orc units. They are also in kinda bad shape. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the super late game. Naga is spreading the hills a little bit. Fortitude is looking for long distance mining crew. Soin still has clarity and some healing. He's like, guys, we are not very rich, but I'm going to give you what I have, so we can all try to win versus this Imba. Levels is the name of the game. Again, the only good ultimate, I think, I mean, there is not that many units to kill, so nobody will have ultimate. So let's talk about the levels. I think Orc is the most dangerous when he has burst, because imagine that you start attacking the Paladin. Blood Mage uses Banish defensively, and then BAM! Chain Lightning, Fog Lightning goes through. I think that's the only chance. There is Potion of Mana. This is the last resort of Soin. He's like, I'm going to use this Potion of Mana for the Fog Lightning when I really need Fog Lightning. Human is chilling with his 2 peasants. Orc is long distance mining. And Orc is like, I'm going to protect my beautiful. He has double mana potion. No, it's on Farseer. No, he has double mana potion. I see the plan. I see the plan of Mr. Soin. He's going to use the double mana potion for giga burst of damage. And let me tell you, if he kills Paladin, Human doesn't have enough gold to get him back, even via altar, if he sells stuff and Ring of Protection. If Paladin dies, it's GG in my opinion. Of course, if Orc has at least 2 heroes or something. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment. My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape. This is the moment. You can't base trace. You can't base trace. He's luring Pala Rifle player to his base. Let's get ready for Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready for Rumble. He's still going for the Blood Mage, which I completely don't understand. Why you go for Blood Mage? This Paladin can just heal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sawin proved me that I would burst! Burst! Oh, baby, he proved me wrong! Holy Light was nerfed! This freaking Holy Light cooldown! Blood Mage has fallen, and now the mana is open, ladies and gentlemen. Now the mana game is open. We have mana potion. We are going for the Fire Lord, but Holy Light on point, and Chain Lightning wasn't enough. All of the mana potions are gone, and Paladin is still alive. Why we are not going for the Paladin? Chain Lightning! Chain Lightning! Chain Lightning! Oh, bye! I thought it's impossible, but it was possible. Paladin is left. He's the one. He's the one, and now Paladin is trying to hide in the Orc base. Surround Paladin with your okay, the Farseer. The Farseer is looking bad. The Farseer is looking bad. Mamma mia, there is a big hound on the Farseer. He bought the healing potion. Defensive hex. Farseer is here. Ladies and gentlemen, can he survive? Can he run away? Look at the Paladin. Paladin is super low. What is this game? They're still running. Okay, this game is going for YouTube. Paladin has a healing potion, and that's about it. Healing potion was used. You know, Paladin is a kinda fast hero, as we can see. Naga is trying to chase him with the cold arrow technology. Farseer is sneaky. Farseer is trying to run away. And yes, Shadow Hunter, when Shadow Hunter, okay, gets... okay, Orb is on top of the Shadow Hunter. But it's 31 HP. 31 HP Farseer, and in the meantime, with long distance mining and with selling the items, yes, Paladin is naked. There is no Staff of Sanctuary, and we are getting our beloved Fire Lord back. Can we get our beloved Blood Mage? I don't think so. The long distance mining is really adding up, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, this is the Orc that survived. He has 2 healing souls, and that's about it. But this Farseer looks healthy. And ladies and gentlemen, we are welcome to Giga Ultra late game, when everybody is poor. Everybody is poor. Nobody has a lot of gold. Nobody has a lot of supply. 20 supply human versus 25 supply Orc. But what we can tell about the Orc, that he has these heroes out. Gryphons. Gryphons are in the air. Sowin is like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, those, my peons, they are doing kinda a good job of long distance mining. So let's make sure that human is not doing the same. And also let's check this altar. Let's check this altar, ladies and gentlemen, and look at the Gryphons. They are scared. They are scared. Repair is very limited. This Paladin is like, leave my base alone! And the Gryphon survives on 6 HP, and no, he's dead. Level 5 Shadow Hunter, I think it's it. I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I think Pala Rifle is solved. Blizzard, if you are watching, buff Pala Rifle now. And GG is called. What a game. 34 minutes of the craziness, guys. Please make sure to hit the sub button. And yes, maybe Archmage and MK is the way. Maybe it's not Pala Rifle. Even all of those mistakes that, in my opinion, Sowin did at the end was victorious. So, Mr. Sowin, in the name of SaulApeMan, I say sorry for criticizing you. We don't judge the winners here. We don't, you know, say anything bad about the winners. And because of that, GG is called. And guys, see you in the next one. Bye.